On this episode of This is Africa, I am back on yet another leopard hunt with my buddy Matt. Matt has hunted 5 out of 6 leopards. That, folks, is a great strike rate. Will his strike rate continue? Will he be lucky again? Let's find out on another interesting episode of This is Africa.
Swift Bullet Company presents This is Africa. Closed captioning is sponsored by Gracie Travel. 40 years of specializing in transporting you and your firearms to your destination.
So we came out to our new area called Maninga, and I've been here 4 days now.
He's eaten.
And Matt's actually arriving today, and we've got one catch on bait, so we're just trying to see now how big it is. Got a nice track. Camera will tell us exactly what we're looking at, and hopefully it's a good one. Okay, so from what we're seeing is he's got nice small ears, got big shoulders, big neck, got a nice shaped head, big jowls. He's also got quite a big slash on his back left leg, which is quite interesting. Maybe a bush pig or another male leopard fighting for territory or something. So it looks like a nice male for us to build the blind and get ready. And then once Matt's in camp, we'll go and test the rifle, and then come in on a bit later, get in the blind. So we've put this bait on the Wendy River, and as you can see down the river, there's the branch overhanging where the bait is. The leopard's coming in from across the river, and in the evening the wind will be going due west, right behind, opposite where the leopard's coming in. So all in all, a good situation here.
When leopard hunting, blind position and wind direction are 2 very important aspects, but another thing to take into consideration is your blind camouflage. Leopards have exceptional predatory eyesight, so it's important to use natural materials from around where the blind is situated in order to make sure that everything blends in perfectly.
Just below the bait there's a puddle of water in the river, so there's a good chance he'll come and drink here first.
We got a 375 Ruger. It's a 375 H&H, not 375 Ruger. It is a Ruger, but 375 H&H. And then we got a 30-06, so we're gonna fire them in here, see what we got.
A little bit low. Well, we're shooting at, about 70 yards? Yeah. And it's the round's still on and up. So at 100, you should be dead on.
This is a 30-06 Browning, and this is the first gun I ever brought to Africa, so it's got a lot of meaning to me.
Made its way back.
Made its way back for a 10th time.
Let's roll. Good job, buddy. Smoking.
It took him a while. I was like, oh my gosh.
It's 3:44 in the afternoon, and we've just got in the blind. And Andy's very loud. And our PH left us binoculars. How are you feeling, man? Feeling good. It's hot. Can't get cold though. What gun have you decided to go with? We got the Browning 30-06. It shot a couple of my leopards, so went with Old Glory.
The most important thing to remember when you're in a blind is to be absolutely quiet and keep your movement to an absolute minimum.
It's like blow up. And keep him in there. Yeah. Look at my little flick. Shall we get him airborne?
This is Africa is brought to you by Swift Bullet Company. This is Africa is brought to you by River God Adventures.
After several eventless hours of myself wasp watching and the boys fully awake, keeping an eye out for the leopard, day slowly slipped into night. And thankfully, some nearby roosting baboons let us know that something was sniffing by our bait site. Once we had put the light on, the next step was to identify whether the cat was a male or a female, because we knew that both male and female were in the vicinity because we could hear them mating in the grass below the tree before they went into the tree.
Yeah, male, female. Can hear them in the grass. That's why he keeps going up and down the tree.
At this stage, we realized that we were definitely dealing with a light-shy cat, and both ourselves and the baboons had also realized that it was going to be a very long night. At one point we almost got a shot, but the angle of the cat and the way the shadows lay just meant it was a bit too much of a risky shot. So we eventually gave up and we had to turn back to the drawing board to figure out another plan.
So our leopard came in last night and he keeps jumping the light, even though it's a rheostat. Before it gets to even a quarter of the brightness, he takes off down the tree. I think we had like 6 attempts last night. Eventually we called it quits. Just didn't want to keep scaring him. So we've got to make a plan B now. See what we can do.
We were all freezing last night. York says it's the coldest he's ever been in a blind, ever hunting in Zimbabwe. So I feel pretty good since I got the most fat on me, and I seem to outlast you too.
Okay, so we had the light here, hoping to shine broadside on him to make the shot clearer, which was obviously, thinking with his history, he's obviously had a guy put a light on him before and either miss him or he knew the plan. So now we're going to move it to the top where Sunny Boy is and have it shining down like that, to give it more of a, like a moon effect. This is where the chess game starts.
Having repositioned the light, we spent the rest of the day seeing if we could bag any of the other critters that the African bush has to offer.
You see the big tree?
Yeah.
It's to the right, about 1/2 meter. in the grass to the right. Can you see it? Do you want to go closer? Are you happy? Yeah, in the chest. Take it. I think it went down.
Yeah.
Oribi. Very nice.
Those others?
Yeah. Well done, big guy. Jeez, that's perfect. Perfect frontal. Sweet. So this is an Oribi. Not many places we get them in Zimbabwe, and this is the only area that I know that we get them on quota. So very fortunate. Beautiful old Oribi brown. See how bit long the neck is. Nice old brown. Small tail.
Small tail.
Check his tail.
Yeah.
See his glands, yeah.
Yep.
Two, there's one here and one here.
What do they use this for?
Marking territories.
It's similar to a diker with the horns, huh?
Yeah, very, very similar. Good shot, big guy. Kind of got horns like a steenbuck.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, oh boy. I'm like, here we go, frontals. That's a small animal.
Hold on. Good shot.
This is Africa is brought to you by African Sporting Creations.
Houston Safari Club Foundation. Our mission to preserve the sport of hunting through education, conservation, and the promotion of our hunting heritage. Each year we provide outdoor experiences and education for hundreds of high school students. We've proudly awarded $2.4 million in scholarships and funded over $4 million in grants. We exist to serve the hunting and conservation community. We are the Houston Safari Club Foundation. Learn more and join today at WeHuntWeGive.org.
This is Africa is brought to you by the Houston Safari Club Foundation.
When in a leopard blind, it's important to listen for alarm calls of certain animals like bushbuck barking or baboons going crazy. Even certain birds have different calls that they will make to alarm and let the rest of the animals in the bush know that there is a cat in the vicinity. And those are sounds we always listen for. Having seen the female leopard, we were all very excited at the strong possibility of seeing the male leopard at any moment. Setting off the vibrating sensor that we'd put at the bait, because we knew tonight the baboons would have definitely left the area, avoiding another night like last night. So the vibrating sensor would be there to help us know that something was at the bait.
Our retribution has struck. The cat came in early, jumped in the tree, but it was a bit too dark to see with the scope without putting a light in. We put the light on, the thermal, after we had adjusted it into the new position, but unfortunately he still jumped out the tree within seconds. Probably an hour later, he jumped back in the tree, and we ended up using a big light from the blind, which he seemed pretty unfazed with. And yeah, Maddie took a shot. It looked good, sounded good. He ran off. A lot of grunting and growling and beating and biting on trees and everything around him. So we've given it about 40 minutes now. And we've called the car. They're pretty close. And then once the guys get you, we'll have a game plan, and then walk in, go see what blood we can find.
What do you think, Matty? Did you think a shot?
Yeah, I liked my shot. It was thrilling. Usually they go right down, but this one seems to give us a little run for our money, but it's all good. We're gonna go in there and see what we got.
This is Africa is brought to you by Swift Bullet Company.
The Houston Safari Club is for anyone who likes to hunt.
It's for the love of the outdoors.
Is to give all of us as individuals a voice.
Ever wanted to hunt whatever, wherever in the world, somebody in the club has done it and can point you in the right direction.
We have met some of our very close friends through Houston Safari Club.
I love the Houston Safari Club.
I love the Houston Safari Club.
I love the Houston Safari Club.
Join the Houston Safari Club Foundation to increase your knowledge of the hunting world.
This is Africa is brought to you by Pulsar.
Prepare for the chando and the battle.
How cold has it been?
It's been flippin' cold. Coldest I've ever been in a blind. I have
Tonight's not bad.
3 trousers underneath my onesie, 3 shirts, a sweatsuit, a Kiwi sweatsuit, a hoodie, and the item. If it gets on someone, shoot up.
Okay.
bullets kill more than the leopards. All right. And let's not split up. No, musaenda uko, chitarisa ropa uko, because when you go there, there's nothing we can do this side. Okay. All right. Slow but sure. Someone cover on top, eh? Nenda kupi ropa. Ropa E. Well done. Well done. Mary!
Yeah, boy!
My big guy! Nice leopard, big guy. I love you. Good shot, big guy.
Well, it was
A little bit low, yeah,
but it was at an
yeah,
angle.
but he was obviously down.
Right.
Well, let me tell you, if anything, that noise and sitting in the blind made some thrilling, heart-pumping excitement. Right, let's get him out.
Okay, let's make
My boys! My boys!
Give me a hug.
No, amazing. This cat gave us a little bit of the old run around. We played a little bit of cat and mouse. It's funny because we changed the light to a moonlit sort of position, thinking that would work, and it clearly didn't work. And what ended up working was the traditional old
spotlight,
flashlight,
the midnight sun.
Yeah, straight from the blind.
He presented us with like he was reached over like this, and York said, "Take the shot if you got it." And I took the shot. It was a little hectic. we heard him up in the bushes, all thrashing around and stuff. We thought we were going to be in for an adventure.
A lot of growling.
A lot of growling. A lot of growling.
And biting trees and smashing.
And we gave it about 40 minutes and all ended well.
Yeah, they are a beautiful cat and nice big head, thick tail, thick body. Very, very nice male. Nice worn down teeth. It's a good one to get again.
Maddie, I think it's safe to say that you are a very, very lucky man.
Yeah, very lucky. You gotta go 6 for 7 on leopard. We're doing pretty well.
Yeah, we're styling.
Yeah. Another 1 shot, 1 kill.
None of your leopards have gone more than 30 yards, which is amazing. What I like to follow up on.
Well done, Maddie. Your awesome attitude brings you the luck that you deserve. Folks, if you're looking for a leopard hunt, don't be shy to get hold of me on my website, tiafive.com, and I'll put you in the right area with a good chance to get a beautiful leopard. Folks, until next time, we'll see you right here on This Is Africa.
Next time on This Is Africa, after numerous unsuccessful Cape buffalo hunts, will this hunter finally get one and throw the curse of the Black Death for good?